Brethren, it gives me great pleasure to deliver the address that I gave to Grand Court on Saturday the 30th of October 2021. Congratulations to all those Sir Knights who received their preferment in the ancient Masonic Order of Arthur the Great last week at York and last night here at Leicester. My congratulations to all those worthy brethren who received their Grand Ranks today. One of the greatest pleasures as Grand Master is to place that chain or collar on your shoulder in recognition of your hard work, past, present and future. I would like to start on a personal note by thanking you all for the trust you have placed in me by my re-election as your Grand Master. I am not only thankful, but extremely humbled that you have elected and appointed me your Grand Master for a further 3 years. The last 8 years have flown by and my commitment to you and to our Order has never waned. The Order has been part of my daily life for the last 15 years, and I will continue the good works we have started together, knowing that your fullest confidence is behind me. Brethren, as always, we have some exciting times ahead of us over the next few years. It is truly wonderful to be back at Leicester in your company and meeting face to face once again. Our virtual meetings have managed to keep our Order ticking by, and I know that these have helped many of our brethren to maintain some sanity during our enforced absence. Our Zoom meetings have also resurrected one of the original tenets of the Order, research and education. Brethren, we now have 3 flourishing online study groups based at Lindsey, Wessex and Southeast Asia, and I recommend these to your serious perusal. Athelstan activities resumed at the beginning of September in England and Wales. I recall when I first announced that we would heed caution and resist the urge to rush back to physical meetings. This was granted as being a little overcautious by some Masonic commentators. The use of common sense and a genuine desire for the safety of our brethren and their families made the decision-making process very easy. You will have seen or heard our continued and consistent message. We return to Athelstan Freemasonry together as it was in 2019, no small quorate, no modified ceremonials and no sitting 2 meters apart. However, we still need to remain cautious and practice the good habits we have learned over the last 2 years. This pandemic is not over, and I cite personal experience as I picked up COVID in mid-September despite mask wearing, sanitizing, etc. It was not pleasant, and it could have been a lot worse had I not been fully vaccinated. Included in this year's Grand Ranks are many court and provincial almoners. Their work over the enforced break has been nothing short of incredible. It was, and it still is, my sincere wish that every member of our Order should have received regular contact from their almoner in the first instance during this difficult period. The Order was blessed with a very caring and proactive Grand High Almoner, the late Worshipful and Eminent Brother Dennis Slights. He was selfless in ensuring that I was kept up to date with the health and welfare of our brethren and their families, even when his own health began to deteriorate earlier this year and he was taken from us far too soon. His successor, Worshipful and Eminent Brother Bareth Katani, has all the requisite attributes to continue Dennis's great work. Indeed, those in the province of Lindsey already know this. Brethren, the almoner's important function does not end when this pandemic finally ends. An almoner is not just an office to be filled, it is an office with duties attached. These duties are continuous. It is not an honorary rank, and I urge all courts not to let complacency and apathy diminish these duties. I have spent a lot of my working career in the Basque region of northern Spain. There lived Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits. And I'd like to recite a few words from his prayer of generosity. To give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labour and not to ask for reward. The enforced cessation of activities has naturally slowed down progress of our order. The final months of this year and 2022 will see us playing catch-up. It is refreshing to note that we have well over 200 companions awaiting instruction into the order, as well as new courts to be consecrated. In September, the Bede Court was consecrated in the province of Northumbria. The 10th of November will see the King Egbert Court consecrated in the province of Wessex. Those in attendance yesterday will have thoroughly enjoyed the ceremonials culminating in the consecration of the Court of Keith Ansell at Grattenbrig for the province of East Anglia. This is the first court to be named in commemoration of one of our earliest members, Right Worshipful Keith Ansell, the first master in a court, the first provincial Grand Master in the order, the founding father of this order. Plans are well advanced in the province of Magan-Seaton for a new court to commemorate another legend, the late Right Worshipful Brother Dr. John Benjamin Lloyd. We also have the long overdue constitutions of the overseas provinces in Brazil and in Southeast Asia. February 2022 will see Grand Court attend the famous Masonic Week at Washington, D.C. to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Constitution of the Provincial Grand Court of the United States of America. In March 2022, we will travel to Singapore to consecrate their court, and then on to Malaysia to consecrate a further 4 courts and to constitute the province of Southeast Asia. It looks very likely that we'll be travelling to Brazil in November 2022 to consecrate a further 5 courts and finally constitute their new province. During this trip, we will take time to visit our brethren in Bolivia and consecrate a new court there in the city of Potosi. Potosi, incidentally, is twinned with York, which is very apt, and it stands at 13,420 feet above sea level. I am told that the winter climate is very similar to that of Newcastle, so sunglasses and t-shirts for me. Brethren, all our overseas trips are self-funded, and I am always humbled by the level of support by our brethren on these trips. Any brother, regardless of rank, is welcome to travel with us. You will experience new cultures, make new friends, and learn that Freemasonry, including Athelstan Freemasonry, truly does cover the entire globe. On Friday the 3rd of September 2021, the first official engagement of our order took place. In the awesome surroundings of All Saints Church at Kingston-upon-Thames, a day shy of the 1096th anniversary of the coronation of King Athelstan the Glorious, I was proud to unveil the embroidered tapestry of King Athelstan with full pomp. This incredible embroidery had been commissioned by the King Athelstan Memorial Foundation on behalf of the order and hangs in the east of the church, a fitting memorial to King Athelstan, made possible by you, brethren. It will grace the east for many centuries to come, and our order will be forever linked with the legacy of our great King. Those who are not in attendance can witness the occasion by visiting our YouTube channel and watching the video of the event, along with many interesting and enlightening other videos. The new regular newsletter, the Rosetta Stone, will keep us updated on all things Athelstan, including future events. Many thanks to the Grand Secretary and his team for this excellent service. In my address to Grand Court last year, I outlined some of our 2020 15th anniversary events that were sadly postponed, and I'm very pleased to give you an update on these. You have just heard of the completion of the King Athelstan Tapestry project. I have recently been in Malmesbury to complete some work on behalf of the order at Malmesbury Abbey as part of the enhancements to the King Athelstan Sword project. Hector Cole has recommenced the forging of the sword, and we are very confident that our order will be presenting this sword along with the full audiovisual setup to the Athelstan Museum at Malmesbury in June 2022. The King Athelstan Memorial Foundation continues to coordinate these wonderful events. Since its formation last year, we have seen the incredible generosity of our brethren donate more than £15,000 to the causes suggested and supported in your name. My personal fundraising event, the King Athelstan Virtual 5k Run Walk, raised £3,650 for the foundation, an incredible amount, and I am of course delighted and humbled. A great amount of this support coming from our soon-to-be instructed brethren from Southeast Asia. Brethren, apart from the amount raised, the focus was to encourage our brethren and their connections to partake in exercise to better their physical and mental health. I know of 4 brethren who signed up admitting that they had not exercised for many years. 2 of them are now running regularly, and the other has gone from 0 to running half marathons. Inspiring brethren. Brethren, our work now recommences, and for us 2022 and beyond means a continuance of that which we have already achieved, bringing the joy of Athelstan Freemasonry to Royal Archmasons, ensuring that our new brethren immediately become part of our order, maintaining the high standards of our ritual, supporting each other as Freemasons, and not forgetting that we must also enjoy ourselves. Thank you for your attention. To you and your families, I wish you a happy Christmas, happy Diwali, happy Hanukkah, and best wishes for 2022 from Nicola and myself.